We have some breaking news that we want to hit really quickly because we are seeing a new post from President Trump. This just came out moments ago. He says the United States has more nuclear weapons than any other country. This was accomplished, including a complete update and renovation of existing weapons during my first term in office. Because of the tremendous destructive power, I hated to do it, but had no choice.
He goes on to say that Russia is second, China is a distant third, but will be even within 5 years. Because of other countries testing programs, I have instructed, he says, the Department of War
to start testing our nuclear weapons on an equal basis. That process will begin
immediately. So there you go. The President of the United States saying that he's instructed his administration to begin testing nuclear weapons.
Mr. President, why did you change your nuclear plan? Why are you going to be doing more nuclear testing?
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
And China and Russia have refused to talk to us. So we got to get their attention to start a dialogue.
Meanwhile, very publicly tested a nuclear-capable missile, one that flew 14,000 kilometers, with Russian despot Vladimir Putin once again threatening the West with his nuclear weapons. The best in the world, he claimed. Here he is.
Our nuclear deterrent is at the highest level. It's probably no exaggeration to say that it's at least higher than that of all nuclear states.
We test missiles all the time, but, you know, we do have a submarine, a nuclear submarine, and we don't need to go 8,000 miles. And I don't think it's an appropriate thing for Putin to be saying either, by the way. He ought to get the war ended. A war that should have taken 1 week is now in its soon 4th year. That's what you ought to do instead of testing missiles.
The East Wing of the White House, which stood since 1942, it's gone. Demolished in just a few days to make way for a new $300 million ballroom. Now, lawmakers are demanding more transparency as President Trump defends the project. Caitlin Huey-Burns reports.
New satellite images show the East Wing standing before it was demolished this week and after. Virtually gone and reduced to rubble to make room for President Trump's 90,000 square foot ballroom.
It's going to cost right in the neighborhood of $300 million. It's been expanded and...
The bunker underneath. That's what's really going on here. It's all about the bunker, which is actually called the Presidential Emergency Operations Center.
Beneath the White House's East Wing is the Presidential Emergency Operations Center, otherwise known as the Doomsday Bunker. We enter through a giant pair of clunky, vault-like steel doors. We'll descend 5 stories underground via the secret elevators. Now come with me, let's show you those tunnels. This is actually a whole network of underground passages and rooms buried beneath the White House. This tunnel connects the East Wing to the West Wing. It's also rumored that an entire system of passages run all over Washington, D.C., with routes to Blair House, Camp David, and the Pentagon.
That the military is rebuilding the bunker as well.
We're also working with the military on it because they want to make sure everything's perfect, and the military is very much involved in this. They want to make sure everything is absolutely beautiful. You can see the kind of interiors that we're talking about. That's an interior of the ballroom, and it's the highest level.
And I think that's important to note, especially as we look for historical models of authoritarians. You know, Hitler rebuilt the Reich Chancellery to glorify himself. And many are saying this could be like the new Reich Chancellery right here. As Mark McDonald said, there's a bunker underneath the East Wing of the White House, and by sheer coincidence, Adolf Hitler added onto the Reich Kanzlei by building a ballroom above the Vorbunker in 1936, the area to the right. So Hitler said that he was doing a ballroom, but it was used to really build the bunker. So let me bring all of these connections together.
Just trust the process. This is going to be a magnificent addition to the White House for many years to come, and it's not costing the taxpayers anything. The president is privately funding this ballroom addition to the White House grounds.
He is the president of peace, without question.
They give you the nuclear codes, the biscuit. Sobering moment?
When they explain what it represents and the kind of destruction that you're talking about, it is a very sobering moment. Yes, it's very, very scary in a sense.
Does it keep you up at night?
No.